What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet, and this is day 2 of my E3 coverage. Today we're going to cover both Bethesda and Microsoft, so there's a lot to unpack here. I want to get into it, but for those of you who've been watching the YouTube live stream, you've seen my face all day. Jeff has had me in 6 different segments, including a segment where I ran the entire segment myself interviewing fans. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing it. Hope you guys are checking that out, and if you have, let me know what you think in the comment section below. But let's talk about Microsoft. So to begin with, I think one of the major strategies right now is this is the best place to play third-party games. The Xbox One X, you should buy one. It's the best console on the market, and I think that's probably fair to say. It's a very powerful system, and most games are going to look better on that system. And because of that, they showed off a lot of third-party games, but we're not going to talk about that much because there was no real exclusivity there or like bonus content or anything. But admittedly, I'll give them credit. When it comes to multi-platform games, it's probably the best way to play it is Xbox One X, unless you're going to play on PC, of course. But we did get the first look at a lot of multi-platform games, including, I think, probably the most important thing is getting to see Cyberpunk 2077 for the first time and some of the actual gameplay kind of stills for that. Not real gameplay, but like shots from the game. And when it comes to third-party games, they nailed something. They got Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Xbox platform for the first time ever. That's normally only on PlayStation, so it's really cool to see them score that. I think that's great that they're moving to Xbox as well. When it comes to first-party games, though, we got a look at a just tiny little glimpse of what is known as Halo Infinite, and nobody really knows what that is, right? It could be a battle royale game using Halo. I don't think that's going to be it. I do think it's going to be maybe some sort of open-world thing. They really advertised it like we're getting a glimpse at an open-world game, and Bernie Burns made a remark right next to me. He said, maybe this was the original design for Halo. Maybe they're doing what they originally wanted to do. They wanted to be sort of open-world, and maybe that's what this is. I really hope that's what this is, but regardless, people are really excited, including me. They did show a little bit more of Crackdown 3, and maybe this time it was gameplay, or who's to really say at this point. All I know is that game has been perpetually delayed. It's supposed to be out in 2019, but I'm not going to hold my breath, but I do love Terry Crews, so hopefully, I'm still hopeful it'll be good. I think what made me the most excited was showing the Forza Horizon 4 gameplay, because I'm not a big fan of the base Forza series, but I love Horizons. It's phenomenal. I loved Horizons 3. I love the expansions. I love the spinoffs. I love everything they do with those games. So that's what I want more of. And they showed this looking like it was built from the ground up with the Xbox One X in mind. They showed how seasonal changes affected the gameplay and how it was built for multiplayer, and it was going to be a really solid multiplayer experience. Not a huge fan of multiplayer, but I did like it with Forza Horizon 3. I dabbled with it, so I'm looking forward to that game. I think it's probably the best game they showed that we actually will get to see soon. Then I guess since some studios are tired of waiting for Skate 4 and they realize they're never getting Skate 4, a company looks like they made Skate 4. It's called Sessions, and apparently it's going to be on PC and Xbox One, and even though that's not technically an Xbox exclusive, that's awesome enough to where I really wanted to talk about it because everybody thought it was Skate 4, and it wasn't, but it still looks really good. Now, it wouldn't be Xbox without some Cuphead, and at first I thought it was going to be a Cuphead sequel, but it looks like it's just going to be an expansion for the base game, which is probably good because it means it's going to be a lot cheaper, but it's going to include new levels, new stuff, and a new character. More Cuphead is always welcome. Not that I think most of us were able to complete Cuphead to begin with, because that game is hard, but it was fun to play it, and maybe there'll be a few more easy levels for me to not suck at. Oh, and speaking of surprising games and surprising reboots, Battletoads. That's right. You can legitimately call GameStop and ask for Battletoads because very soon they are rebooting Battletoads. I have no clue what that'll look like. I have no clue what it'll play like, but I'm going to play it, and I'm definitely going to harass my local GameStop about it. Yeah, so I was looking to place a pre-order today. Yeah, for Battletoads. But there is new Gears of War coming. New Gears of War. It's a mobile game. Which was frustrating to me at first, but then Cliff Bleszinski said they had always wanted to do that, make a tactics game, so that made me kind of interested. But don't worry, there's another Gears game coming, and it's a pop vinyl tie-in commercial. Okay, but that doesn't get you excited, and I understand why I wouldn't. There is a Gears 5 that is coming, and they showed actually look like a little bit of drama surrounding the main character, who is female this time, for people who care about that kind of thing. So that's 3 or 4 really good games that are exclusive to the console. But I think that left a lot of people wanting stuff, which is good because Phil Spencer had an answer for that. They are purchasing a whole huge list of game studios and hopefully making their wishes come true. Hopefully they're just going to throw enough money at them to where they can develop whatever it is they want to develop. That's what I'm hoping for here. Now, that list of studios includes something called The Initiative, which I guess is a brand new Microsoft studio. They purchased Undead Labs, which is the people that made State of Decay 2. They've also picked up Playground Games, which is the people that made Forza Horizon. Then also Ninja Theory, which are the people that made the critically acclaimed and really fun to play Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which I think was a PC and PlayStation exclusive. I don't know that it was ever on Xbox. I think it is now, but it didn't launch there. But either way, you should play that game, and they make good games, so that's a good acquisition. Oh, also forgot, Compulsion Games, the people who were making We Happy Few, they bought them too, because I don't know what's going on. I guess they're really, really, really wanting to create some first-party games, and this is a great way to do it. That's going to take 2 or 3 years to get there, but when they get there, it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to this. I think they're doing a really smart thing here. I wish they'd done it at the beginning of this generation, but better late than never. But here's the thing. Since we're hearing so many rumors that this is the end of this console generation, that there's a new PlayStation out in 2019, maybe 2020, that means there's going to be a new Xbox out as well. Maybe this isn't even something that's going to affect the rest of this generation. Maybe it's going to affect the beginning of the next generation, and if that's the case, they want to start off strong, as they should, and as hopefully they will. And then my favorite thing about the Xbox, the reason to buy an Xbox, in my opinion, backwards compatibility via Game Pass. I think Game Pass is the best thing running, and they showed that they're now starting to get third-party games that are fairly new on Game Pass, launching stuff like, was it The Division, I think was one of them, Fallout 4 is another one, Elder Scrolls Online are all games that you can play via Game Pass, and I welcome that. I think that's a good decision. It's great for budget gamers, and of course all of the first-party games that we talked about today will probably launch first on Game Pass, so you can play those games for what comes down to $10 a month. It was a really good investment. And so overall, it was a very good show. Discarding the third-party stuff, though, and you look at the exclusives, there's a lot of promises here. There's not a lot that's being delivered on right now, and that's the problem. I think it was an above-average show. It was definitely not cringy. There was nothing frustrating about it. There was no bad news here. It gets a solid C+, or maybe a little bit better, because there's a lot of promises, and I know those promises will be fulfilled. I know they're not empty promises. I just don't know when. What am I supposed to play now? What am I supposed to play 3 months from now or 6 months from now? What's the big fall title I'm supposed to look forward to? That answer just doesn't have an answer. So I look forward to these games. I just don't know when I'll be playing them, and that's super irritating. So I don't know. I wish they'd had a big answer for now. Play this now. So in a year or two, I will be playing whatever Halo Infinite turns out to be, and I will be playing Forza Horizon 4, and I'm really having a really good time. And in 3 years from now, whatever these brand new studios or these purchase studios come up with, I'll be playing that wonderful game as well. I just don't really have anything to play this fall. That sucks. But now, that's just one man's opinion. I could be wrong. I'm no expert. I think I proved that on the live stream several times today. Your opinion matters because you're the one with your wallet in your hand. You're the Xbox or PlayStation fan. You're the one who makes all these decisions. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you did watch that live stream via YouTube today, let me know how I did, what you thought about this video, what you thought about those opinions. I'm always reading feedback, and I look forward to seeing what you have to say. Did Xbox nail it? Was this an exciting presser for you? Was it not that exciting for you? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know. I'll be reading those comments. And guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon. I gotta say, a lot better than the last couple of years. I think this was definitely about the games, and they showed a lot of games and showed a lot of promise. Good job, Xbox.